Hey, nerdy sports fan. So we're in the AFC North talking postseason needs for every single team, and we're at the Baltimore Ravens. So Baltimore Ravens did damn good last year. All right. Lamar Jackson wins the MVP, and he could have done better in the playoffs. Absolutely. All right. But he's young, okay? Just he needs to be better in that situation. You can't kill the kid for it. He is young. A lot of times people need to develop the level of maturity needed to bring it when needed. He needs to be in that position more. Get him to the playoffs again. Just keep on getting this kid there. He'll figure it out. All right? He is too talented not to. Don't worry. We got it. That being said, $26-ish million to work with in cap space. A roster that's still pretty full, though. You're not really losing much this offseason. Ingram's in good shape. Hollywood Brown looked good. You might lose a tight end. You had 3. So don't worry. Yeah. Great offensive line play. Defense was good. Very. There's more holes on defense than there is on offense right now. So if you want another wide receiver, like a big body guy on the outside to complement the playmaking ability of Hollywood Brown, that's a good get. Okay, a guy who can high point a ball on the outside, that would work really well. Running back room seems good. So focus on, linebackers, rotational defensive linemen. Anything you can upgrade in the front 7 of a defense is always a good decision. You had pretty good secondary play. All right? Depending schematically, they might want some more depth in that area. They might want a good nickel corner upgrade. You could always upgrade corner depth. You can never have too many DBs. They're useful for everything. You're needing more and more of them as the league gets more pass happy. So, yeah, there's a lot of different directions that this team can go. It depends on where they see value in the draft, where they see value in free agency. They have a little bit of money to spend. And they need to develop a win now mentality now that they realize what they have in Lamar Jackson. Yes, you need to focus on developing Lamar Jackson. That is number 1. That is the most important thing that you can possibly do to brighten your future, to bring a Lombardi trophy back to Baltimore. But how do you do that? How do you spend your money, and how do you concentrate your efforts in the draft in order to maximize what you're doing with Lamar going forward? Personally, high point, big body wide receiver on the outside makes the most sense to me. It's the kind of target that they don't have at the moment. Possibly a good hands running back. Just a serious threat from the running back position in receiver. You're never projecting anybody to be a Christian McCaffrey or anything like that, but that's what every team wants. All right? Different kinds of throws that you can add into the mix to throw the other team off base, so they can't just take away his favorite target all the time. Give him more options to work with. Layer the offense. You have Hollywood Brown. You got that speedy, over-the-top playmaker. Got it. Okay. You got Mark Ingram. You got that hammer for running up the middle. Great. You got tight ends close to the line of scrimmage, over the middle kind of receivers. Fantastic. How about the edges close to the line of scrimmage? Do you have a receiver that's great in the screen game? Do you have a running back that's great in the screen game? That is where you need to start developing this man. And really, Roman's the greatest for this. Okay? He was a fantastic offensive coordinator for a West Coast run-centric but still good passing game offense when he worked under Harbaugh in San Francisco. And those philosophies mesh extremely, extremely well with the personnel set up around Lamar Jackson on this offense. It just having more of those passing options is now what you need to do. It's not necessarily going to be a pass-centric offense. No, it's still going to be run-centric. But the best you can do to make this offense more lethal, to maximize the development of Lamar Jackson, is to add more targets. Is Lamar ready for that? You have to make sure, you have to make him ready for it, okay? He has to be committed. He has to come in. He has to study. He has to maintain at the level he was in all of the areas that made him great, and he needs to improve in the areas that he suffered in. Mid-range pass accuracy and timing is probably the biggest area of development that he needs. Over the top, he missed a few throws here and there, but overall was very, very good. And the offense helps with how multiple it is, how much it incorporates his running, even as a decoy. It helps so much. But that mid-range accuracy, lead the guy open kind of play is perfect for this run-centric West Coast hybrid offense that they're running. It's the perfect layer to add in. A passing target close to the line of scrimmage expected to make something happen is so much easier if you can give them room because of run action from the quarterback. Everybody is terrified of Lamar's legs. So you get him on the move, dinking off to a screen pass on the opposite side of the field or a center screen. That's a lethal layer you can add into this offense. You need the right personnel for it. So I'm excited to see this young man's development at the very least, okay? He was the human highlight reel last season. I cannot wait to see what they do with him going forward. They are going to dominate this division for years to come. Joe Burrow wants nothing with going into this division right now. Okay? The Ravens own the AFC North, and it's because of Lamar Jackson. You need to develop that more. You need to protect that man's legs right now and just keep on adding layer after layer after layer to the passing game of this offense. That way he'll be able to rely on his legs less and less and less as the years go by, and you can extend his career as much as possible while still maximizing his gifts right now. So, outside of finding a complement for Hollywood Brown, filling a few minor defensive holes, it's really the Lamar Jackson show. What can you do to maximize this young man? What can you do to just add wrinkles to get this team back deep in the playoffs? Patriots are done. It's the Chiefs right now. What are you going to do to go against Mahomes? The only way seems to be able to outscore these dudes. Having a good defense is great, but when they get rolling offensively, you need to score points your defense will get worn out if they're on the field a lot. These guys are fast. So you need to keep them off of the field with your offense. You're using your offense as a defense when you go against these guys, and that's the only competition Baltimore should be thinking about. You have the division. You've got Pittsburgh's number. Okay, Big Ben might have one more season in him, so do not bother. You got Joe Burrow coming in Cincinnati, very obviously. Rookie quarterback, Baker Mayfield choked last season. Make him keep doing it. All right? You got a stranglehold on this division. Your only real competition right now are the other playoff teams that got deep last year. What's going on with them Titans? What's going on with them Chiefs? That's what you need to worry about. How am I going to beat those guys? Because you know you're going to be in the playoffs with them again. Ravens faithful, tell me what you think needs to be addressed. There's only $20 million to do it. Okay? You have free agency around the corner. Maximize this young man, Lamar Jackson. What do? Again, big body receiver, move running back in the pass game, I think, are the best ways to maximize Lamar Jackson's talents. There are holes, and you can upgrade what you have in the rotation of that front seven. What do you think is a good target for either of these things? Keep the conversation flowing. We got free agency around the corner. We've got the combine going on now. The draft coming a month after free agency. This is money time. You're going to build the future of the team in these coming weeks. I want to see what you guys want and expect out of your team this offseason. Check out the rest of my videos. I'm doing one of these for every team. Keep watching. I've got more down the pipe. I will be doing a live the first day of free agency. I will be doing a live during the draft. It's going to get nuts. Like and subscribe if you enjoy the content, fellas.